people from Acts on Stage. We have Jeffrey Cheatham II. Let's not get it twisted. We have Philip Jacobs, and we have Michelle Lang Raymond, our beautiful executive director. Thank you all so much for being here. I don't know how to get you off the other screen, Michelle.
Yes, that's not that angle.
Especially with that angle.
Yeah, this not the thank you, okay? Because as much you a beautiful woman, but nostrils is not for everybody.
It's not.
Thank you all for taking some time out of probably what must be a busy rehearsal schedule to be here on Wednesday Night Live.
Thank you for having us. Give us an opportunity to share our story.
Yes. Well, first, just in case, and shame on anybody who does not know about Acts on Stage, but I'm going to ask you, Michelle, first. Can you just prime us? Tell us a little bit about Acts on Stage.
Yeah, sure. Acts on Stage is a community theater. Sorry, I'm yelling in y'all's ears.
Do it.
It's a community theater, and by community, we mean the whole diaspora of our community. We launched in 2020, right at the beginning of the pandemic, and our mission is to focus and center voices, works, talents, initiatives of people of color, and creatives of faith. Everything that we do, anytime you see Acts on Stage's name on anything, that is the heart and the mission of our work. And in the last 4 years, almost 5, we have produced about 15 shows, including a teen summer musical. And so now we started in 2020. Our very first show was 12 Angry Men. But because that was during the pandemic, we had to film that one. And so now, we're super excited because we actually get to stage another show that features an all-male cast, predominantly Black men, here in our own house, Right Center. So if you haven't heard about what we're doing, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, to figure it out and get it together.
Somebody in the chat said Michelle is a true Northwest treasure, and they are right. They are right. I'm telling you, if you've not been in her presence, let me tell you, you're missing out. When I have gone to Acts on Stage productions, I'm always in tears when I leave. I don't know how y'all do it, but I'm usually just so moved to see the dedication, the quality, just the magic that y'all make together with it's just, whether it's kids or adults. I cry at the adult productions too. I'm like, it's some magic in your work. So thank you.
It's the good storytelling. Like, we really take storytelling to heart. Like, we don't take it like just entertainment. We really feel like there is activism and deep soul work to do in the way that we are telling these stories. And so thank you for letting us know that it's affecting you that way. Isaiah is actually here in this space right now, so he hears you too.
Hey.
We don't take it lightly. Like, again, we want people to come and laugh and have a good time and feel culture, all the way down to their marrow. But we all take this storytelling thing for real, because we know how much it can affect lives. And so thank you for that affirmation.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grab a chair real quick because this standing is not cute. But y'all good. I'm gonna give you the fellas real quick.
All right. For y'all who need to know, Isiah is Seattle's award-winning director, Isiah Anderson Jr. Look him up. Let it, find out if you don't know. So I understand this current play, A Soldier's Play, has some interesting history. Can one of you share a bit about the scoop of what makes this show special and why you chose to do it?
Mm-hmm.
You don't study it.
I studied. Okay, fine. So first off, Keisha, thank you for having us on your show. We are grateful for the opportunity to share our story. A Soldier's Play, a lot of history, just like you said, a lot of rich history. It was written in the early 80s. I want to say 1981 is when it premiered through the Negro Ensemble Theater. Then it got picked up through Broadway, and then it got turned into a movie what they called A Soldier's Story. And that in itself is a major achievement because you don't see stage plays get fast-tracked like that from stage, Broadway to film. It doesn't happen, but that stage, film, Broadway? Stage, film, and Broadway. So that's how powerful this play actually is and how significant it is, not only to the art community, but just culture, period. The story is set in during the World War II era, Louisiana Army base. It's during the Jim Crow era in the South. And the one thing about this story that gives it gravity and gives it something that people can invest in, it's a murder mystery. And on the surface, you don't see that, but once you read into the story, it's an actual whodunit murder mystery set in this time. And I don't know about anybody else, I don't see too many murder mysteries set during Jim Crow era like this. So
there's actually very few Black murder mysteries, period. And
right.
so this one has like layers of that just all throughout.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the history of this play. And also with this play in particular, Soldier's Play, it hasn't been in Washington, in Seattle, in over 40 years. The last time it was here was in 1983, 82, 83. And so we're blessed enough to bring this story back so that way our community could get access to this powerful piece.
Come on, bring it back. Yes to the murder mystery. I have not been to a murder mystery in ever. I don't think I've ever like gone to a play that was a murder mystery. So this should be super cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's get into some of these characters that are part of this. Philip, I hear you're playing someone named Melvin Peterson. Tell us about this character and why you're excited to play him.
Well, I think first and foremost, you've seen the movie before, it's Denzel's role, you know. So for me,
Denzel's role?
Man, them some boots to fill for sure. But that was one part that really excited me about this role, was getting to convey, you know, the iconic Denzel and getting to step in those shoes. But I think also, if you look at the times that we're living in right now, even though some of the dynamics have changed, a lot of it is still the same, you know, in terms of how we even think about, you know, the dynamics between Black and white people and, you know, striving for, you know, equity and justice in society. And so to bring that into like this aspect where we're looking at it through a military lens, where even to this day, you'll have a lot of veterans tell you, you know, in that realm, racism and those things don't exist. Well, it's hard to say that because in every institution in our country, we've seen how racism has permeated that. So I'm super excited to be a part of this because it ties in with the work that I do as, you know, somebody who's involved in racial equity, get to convey it in a very creative format. So, you know, I'm really thrilled. And I've been knowing Michelle for years. So this is an opportunity for us even kind of come full circle in terms of us working together outside of music and doing something in the theatrical space. And I met Jeff beginning of last year, right?
Yeah, February.
At an event. So we linked up, he shot me the invite, and it's been on from there.
Nice. Well, we are expecting Denzel level things from you.
I probably shouldn't have led with that.
Yeah.
I mean, you done put it out there now, so that's where my head is at. But I'm also glad that you brought up just the fact that we're looking back and that there's so many things that are still relevant from our past. And I think that, you know, moments happen where we get reminded of how much work we still have to do. And sometimes I think looking at our Black past, we can be reminded that, like, okay, we've been here before. Unfortunately, we've been here before and we get through and we keep moving. So, you know, taking these moments to visit the past, I think can sometimes be kind of fortifying for us in a way. Yeah. Mr. Cheatham II, you're playing CJ Memphis.
Yes.
Who is this character?
CJ Memphis. CJ Memphis is...
I got a story.
I got a story to tell. CJ is life. Like, CJ is filled with love. CJ is if you could think about a free spirit, it's CJ. CJ is a free spirit. He don't want to do harm by nobody. He don't want nobody to do harm to him. If there's a party, CJ's probably there somewhere in the back playing his guitar.
You're the life of the party.
I'm the life of the party. But I really, CJ is just somebody where love exists, like in this crucial time, which is something that, you know, you don't really get to see a lot of in this story, if I'm allowed to say. So CJ is the one that just naturally, not even trying to, that's just who he is. It's just trying to bring love, joy, and also a harmonious vibe. Did I say that right? Harmonious? Okay.
We'll let harmonious be a word today.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm in character. I'm sorry.
My dog.
Right. So, like,
I was just going to say, even as he's talking right now, he sounds like how he portrays his character. Like, there's a little bit of Jeff in there, but what we just heard actually was CJ.
Yeah.
That's Isaiah's influence, though, because he told us we got to be in character. You know, we got to lock
in it.
So that's where we at.
Yeah, the good thing is interview happening now. If you'd have caught us on Friday, you'd have got two different people on here.
That is intriguing. That is intriguing. Oh, well, I appreciate y'all so much for just taking us in just a little bit. I just wanted to give the people a taste of what y'all are cooking up at Acts on Stage and encourage people to go check it out. Where can people buy their tickets for this dazzling production?
Yeah, I got this. So, because I know.
Right.
Do it like Denzel. No, like.
Right. The easiest place, honestly, if people are watching right now and they're already on Instagram, as soon as this broadcast is over, just go to the Acts on Stage profile, click the link in bio, and there's a button for you to get tickets right there. Or later, you can go to our website, actsonstage.com, which is also easy. You can see it'll give you a hyperlink straight to buy your tickets from there. Again, that's actsonstage.com. Or you can go directly to the link, which is our.show/A Soldier's Play. Our.show/A Soldier's Play. And we're really excited about the community knowing about this show, coming out to see it. We were thinking the other day that this poster that we've been circulating is a poster full of men. And so it might look like, maybe the women don't have anything to do with this show, but that is not true. This is a show that is as equally interesting, entertaining, and touching a heart for women as it is for the guys. I sit in almost all the rehearsals, and just sitting here and honestly being able to exist in the culture, the space that the guys are creating, the story that the guys are creating. They remind me of my uncles and my cousins and my dad, and it's just a beautiful thing to sit inside and be a part of. So hope the ladies are going to come out just as much as the fellas.
Yeah.
We have a couple of shirtless scenes.
Oh.
It's like, no.
You might see a bicep. You might see a bicep.
You might see a bicep or
I'm glad we have Michelle here to get the record straight on that, because I was like, wait, what?
No,
yeah, I'm so single. All right. Yeah.
See, you can catch some of Jeff's single shenanigans. Asking y'all a mess. I think it's an interesting time to see. I think when I think about the art that is circulating, I'm going to pull it up right now so I can see it while I'm talking to you. But to see, you have the poster with the men, you have the American flag. There's imagery of America, soldierness. That could be a tough sell right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Is that people are thinking about war and military in certain ways, but processing that there's just a truth of our story as people that there's so many Black veterans and they have a story. Yeah. And for us to help provide a platform for our veteran stories to come out, these are things that we need to be listening to. And in times like these, opportunities to come out and support our local artists who are doing things and connecting with people. I say all these people's names, and we talk about Isiah, and I mention his whole name on purpose because I do think it's so important for us right now to actually learn who each other are. Actually meet the people who are in your community, taking the effort to produce art that captures our stories and that helps us dream of stories for the future. So you are doing important, beautiful work. I hope that so many people flood through White Center November 14th through the 24th to come and see the storytelling magic that Acts on Stage has pulled together for us.
Absolutely.
Let's make it Black Center for today, huh?
Black Center, yeah, that's something about Acts on Stage. So Acts on Stage has been around 5 years, damn near, right? They have put over 40 actors on stage.
Come on.
Over 40 actors on stage has graced this stage. And for those that know theater, that's an amazing achievement in 5 years. Over 40 actors, I'll say more than 50% of them, this was their first time ever being in theater. And Michelle and Isiah and the Acts on Stage team has welcomed them with open arms, taught them the game, and put out great quality work. So not only are you supporting a great story, you're supporting a great developing pillar in the community for those that want to explore the arts as well.
Yeah, I want to add to that too. I feel like Isiah and Michelle, they really sit down with you. If you are an actor out there or, a creative, to really sit out and give you a perspective of what the business is too, and get an understanding of that. And how do you take care of yourself? How do you navigate through being an actor, being a creative? So those are a couple of things that I've even taken away personally. So I highly recommend, if you can connect with Acts on Stage in any way, I highly recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a feature on Hey Black Seattle called the Black Love Note. It's not a review site at all, but you can give love to somebody in the community who is doing something that has affected you. And I was like, I need to demonstrate this feature, and I need to do this on the site myself. So I was like, who do I do? I was like, Acts on Stage. That's the love. The Black Love Note that I have put on the website is for Acts on Stage. It was the first and only one that I have done personally, because I wanted to show love for how I felt after I saw Teen Summer Musical last year.
That's Isaiah. Isaiah, come show your face real quick while I tell them this one thing.
Yeah.
Listen, we do want people who are here to come see this show. But we were sitting in our office. There's Isaiah. We were sitting in our office the other day and having a little
And he's gone.
And he's gone. He'll be back.
Yeah.
We were sitting and having a meeting, just continue to get things ready for the show. And out of nowhere, my phone rings. And I pick it up, and it is the sister of Charles Fuller, who is the person who wrote this play. And she called us. She lives in Seattle. She called us because she said she found out that she saw about this little theater called Acts on Stage doing this play that her brother wrote and that she knew had not been performed in Seattle in over 40 years. And she wanted us to know that the Fuller family was coming to see this show. And so we are like just stupefied that that happened. And we want the Fullers to see this house full of people who want to come and give regard to this incredible work on this stage. So let be in the house when the Fullers are in the house.
We want a full house for the Fullers.
Full house for the Fullers. White center gonna be black center for a couple of days. All the things we need.
For a week, yeah, a whole week.
Everybody who is watching this now or watching this on the replay, you have your instructions about how to get your tickets. I hope to see you there. Thank you all from Acts on Stage for joining us and for just being in this moment of like smiling and joy and community while things are crazy outside. Appreciate y'all being here with me to see your smiling faces. Thank you.
Thank you, Keisha.
You're welcome. All right, everybody. That's the Wednesday Night Live. Y'all have a good night.